and we'll go from there. I heard a click. If you guys have any questions, you can message here. Thanks for your dedication, quality, Ken. No problem. Here, but let's jump in. I'm going to jump into Google Drive. Okay, Google Drive. We're live on all these other channels too, so we should be good to go. So I'll jump in and get started. We'll get a few viewers coming in too. Okay. So again, for anyone who's coming in, this specific session, we're going to be focused on, you can join the group. I think we have it in the chat. If not, I'm going to post it in the chat right now. You can join the group with us if you choose. But basically, we're going to be focusing on personalized or personal branding. Okay, our personal branding, it's how we build us, not how we build, in a sense, our companies. So let's, again, the reason is, let's say our companies fail. Let's say our product that we're selling sucks, that the market changes, everything changes, right? All we have to have is us. That's all we have to have. As a salesman, the thing that you're selling is you. You're not selling really anything else. I mean, if you take a look, like a lot of people, I wouldn't say it's a weakness, but a lot of people, what they do is when they're selling something here, I'll change this screen up here so not everyone is just looking at this guy right here. Let me jump back into a Facebook. When you're selling something, a lot of people utilize aids to sell stuff. What I mean by that is like visual aids. They'll use a visual aid and they'll say, hey, here's my sales deck, right? Here's my whatever it is, right? They'll utilize a visual aid. But the reality is you don't need that visual aid. If you can go full force with somebody and you can create something on spot for them, it shows that you are powerful. Now, visual aids do help. I'm not saying that they don't help, right? They do help and they're extremely useful. But don't make that stop you from growing, okay? And the next thing is all of the traffic and everything that you're generating, make sure it's going through you personally. Make sure you're branding you personally, your page personally. And the reason for that is, unless you're doing something like scheming or whatnot, and you don't want it associated with you, the energy, the value, and everything is going to reciprocate back to you, okay? So let me pull up a diagram really quick and I can kind of go over it, okay? Personal branding. Okay, so first, before I jump into our diagrams, do you guys have any questions? Do you guys have any questions before I dive in?
Nope.
No.
For me, but this is my wheelhouse, as you know. So I'm excited to hear further.
Awesome. So your wheelhouse, everyone else, I mean, you know the idea of personal branding. It's like, what the heck is personal branding, right? But the idea is this. So like for simplicity, you have you, right? This is you, right? And then what you'll end up doing is you'll end up selling something else. This is a product or a service. Right? This is the simplicity of it. That product or service could be, let's say you're selling your own white label version or your own whatever it is. It could be anything that you want. It could be you're selling a white labeled version of something, right? So let's say white labeled version of something. It could be that you're selling funnels. It could be you're selling websites. It could be you're selling whatever the heck that you're good at and you're passionate about, right? But what most people do is they do this. They create an offer, okay? And then where does this offer come from? It comes from a business. So they go and they say, I need a business around this offer, right? So now you have an offer that funnels through a business, right? And then what they try to do is they try to kind of create ads. So let's say this is your advertisement, ads based upon this company. But I'm sure you guys already know is if you're a company and you're branding something, it's not that effective. People say, well, you're branding yourself, who cares? But now if you're a referral and you're spreading a company, it's a lot different. Right. So like the idea would be like this. So let's say, Bobby, we'll just take you for example. Let's say you test something and you love it and it's the best thing in the absolute world. Oh my goodness. Right. It's amazing. Now let's say you tell your friend about it. You jump in, you tell Chris about it. You say, hey, Chris, I just found the coolest product. It's the best thing in the world. You need to have it. Right. And now you convince Chris. Well, what happens? Chris feels excited about it. So let's say he buys too. And then he does the same thing. But now, Bobby, let's say that you own the company, right? You're the company. And you go to Chris and you say, hey, Chris, I own this company and I want to sell it to you. What now happens? Even though he's maybe your friend or whatever, there's a shift in mindset. There's a shift in authority. Now the question is what's your agenda, man? What are you doing? And now ask yourself really quick, like, could you notice that, right? Is that fair to say, right? You'd probably notice it. It'd be like, okay, you're trying to sell a company. Now, again, if you're referring something, okay, a referral is always stronger than a business selling it itself, always stronger. So now what can you do on this? So again, a lot of companies, they go your ads to your business page, from your business page to your offer. I'm suggesting do it a little bit different. So we have you. Well, why don't you sell you? So let's say this is now your personal, right, following, not just your personal page, but your personal page in a sense where people can follow you. And we had this example come up of Channing Tatum, right? Channing Tatum, it didn't pop up. Let me do that. Channing Tatum, okay? And we take a look here, okay? So again, right now, if somebody follows your page, right, which I wonder if I thought at one point I was a follower or he followed me. I could be wrong. That could be my ego telling me that he did, right? But I think at one point there's some type of post. I can't remember if I got into it or not. But that being said, okay, you have a person that has, let's say, 21 million followers, okay? If he had his own personal account, he can only get up to 5,000 followers. Meaning you can only leverage, I mean, you can get more followers, right? You can get your 5,000 friends, and then you can start getting people that follow you. Eventually, what's going to happen? Facebook is going to ask you to transition your account, in a sense, to somebody of a celebrity, somebody to a group, right? They're going to transition it. But let's step back a little bit. If you take a look at what we have, so we have sign up, right? What are we signing up for? He's pushing people to his Instagram. Okay, that's great. But you have now buttons that you can push here, that you can edit here. Right? So now if you have offerings that you're selling, you can now sell stuff. So as your following grows and they grow you, right? They're following you, not the products, but you, because as a salesman, they buy from you, right? You can now link this down to your product list, down to your affiliate list if you're selling affiliates. If you're, let's say you're a member of GFunnel and you love GFunnel and you're selling GFunnel, you can send it over to your affiliate link for GFunnel. You can kind of do whatever the heck you want. But what happens is as you build through the longevity of you, this grows. This continues to grow. Okay, so now let me push back here. So now let's say, again, this is your personal page. What can you do? Your personal page is now pushing an offer. So you're kind of skipping these things, right? When I'm doing this, what happens to, let's say I'm a person, a prospect, or I'll just say I'm a buyer. What happens? My trust is you. So if my trust is you and I see you doing it, you're not a company, you're a person, my likelihood of coming through here or my likelihood of coming through here and buying that product from you, would you guys agree that would be higher than coming in from a business standpoint and buying it directly from the business? What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely, right? Right. Okay.
Definitely.
Definitely. Okay. So now let's take a look at what we do. So now we know that, okay, as I build me, this comes into play, right? Well, the thing, all that we need to do is now build our following. So just as you're on your own personal page, right? I'm on my own personal page. I'm coming in and I'm selling this, right? I'm selling the things just as you're on your own personal page doing it, meaning, again, I'll just show you. I'm on, whoops, I'm in a company page. Let me switch. 50 plus profiles. I think I was looking last time, it was like 200 plus profiles. It's crazy. But let's see, you're acting as camera now. Okay, cool. So like, let's say I'm now on me. Anytime I do a post, so let's say now I do a post, right? So I come down, I have a post. By the way, here's a cool dream. I would go and recommend. I had a dream last night. It was the weirdest. Well, it wasn't, it's actually common to me. I have these type of dreams quite a bit, but it'd be very, very, very interesting if you read it. Okay. But that being said, I'll jump down here. Okay. Something as simple as this, right? Something as simple as this. Something as simple as these little things, right? These little weird things where people are like, can I steal this? Can I do that? People come here and they start sharing. I have 5 shares of people sharing my name, right? Natural, organic. I come down here. When time slows down, what do you do, right? this person doing shout outs, doing these things, connecting with people, right? But if you take a look at these things, okay, simple question, 77 comments on there, right? Simple things. These people start following you and then they disappear. So now what happens if you're marketing your own page, your own brand? You can actually get these people to start seeing you once again. Because if you notice, I have 5,000 friends, but how many people actually saw this thing? Maybe 100 people, maybe a little bit more, maybe 200, 300 people, right? How come 40 or 4,000 other people did not see this, right? How come? Well, that's Facebook for you. That they want you to pay, right? They want you to pay. They want you to grow, right? So that being said, what we're going to do is we're just going to go kind of a step-by-step of building this thing out, building our personal page out. Okay, we're going to build this out. And then what we're going to do is once we have this, so our goal, so let's say we have our goal. So our goal from this session is we learned some knowledge, right? And now we're going to go through some action steps of it. And our main goal here is to build out our personal brands. Okay, so now let's say we'll structure this like, let's say this is the current live that we have. And let's say we gain some knowledge. Okay, currently, do you guys have enough knowledge to build some stuff? Enough knowledge to take to the next step, right? Whether you know how to build the steps or not, do you have enough knowledge to say, yeah, this is probably good to do. If I don't have it, let's do it. Is that fair to say? Right? Let's do it. Okay. So there's a few of you that you say you have the personal branding. A few of you don't. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on this personal branding. Okay. Personal branding. I think I already have a page. I should already have a page because I'm teaching it. If I don't, that's okay. I'm just going to show a build of it. Okay. So the first thing that we're all going to do is we're going to go to our Facebook page. So this is our Facebook page, right? Probably you don't have this family like mine and profile, but you have a profile. Okay. So jump on your profile really quick. Okay. Is everyone there? And I'm going to start walking through it step by step. Okay. So let me make sure I have one recording going right now, but let me make sure we have our step-by-step recording. Okay. So boom, we have our step-by-step running now. Okay. And here's our step-by-step. Okay. So this way this is for like reference. Am I on the same page? Ooh, this page right here. Yep, this page. 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay. So now here's the page. Everyone, you're here, right? So what we're going to first do is we're going to jump up and click on your account right here. Okay. Unless the settings change. Let me just double check settings. I don't think they have. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to click on where it says see the profiles. And they did change for me. Ah, fun. Okay. Let me just jump into our settings really quick. And then I can maybe send a link for you. They all changed. Fun. Thank you, Facebook, for changing your system. And maybe I am doing it, but let me see what we can. Okay, we're going to go into creating a new page. Let me see if I can get here. Okay, I'm just going to go to my main place because I should be able to do it from here. We're going to go into see more, and we should see our pages here. So let's see, we have our groups here. We have our pages here. So we're going to come down and see our pages. Okay, so does everyone see that? Yes, yes. Got it. Okay, we're going to click on our pages. Okay. From there, what we're going to do is we're going to come down and where it says create new page, we're going to click on that button. Okay, so click on create new page, and now you're going to have your profile coming up. Just you creating a page. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put your page name. So my page name is Cameron Garlic. Okay. Your category. So you'll click on your category and you'll find the category that resonates with you. So let's just say you're in, let's see what we have. Influencer, let's see, a creator. Creative director. Let's find a good one for us. I'll just do community. Community center, marketing agency, personal brand. We'll just say maybe a personal coach. Let me see if there's another one. They used to have a community setting. It was a lot better. Let's take a look. Personal coach. Individual. Let's see what we have. You're going to find the thing that resonates with you the most. I'll just say personal coach. That's fine. Okay. So, and then you're going to create a bio of yourself. Okay. So my suggestion on your bio is something like this. So you jump into your chat GPT, right? Chat GPT is very powerful. You come in here. If you're like, I don't know what to write about myself, you can skip this step entirely. You can. Okay. But if you're like, I must get it, then just go to your chat GPT really quick. So let me log in. Okay. Let me verify it. Okay. And I have a prompt that's already built. So I just come here and I say ask Cam. So this should have my information on here. Okay. It should have about me a little bit, maybe a little bit different. And then I'd come in here and I'd say, create a Facebook bio about Cameron Garlic. Let's see what we got. Let's see if it'll work. And it'll maybe give you some ideas on it. Maybe it'll break it. I don't know. Let's see. There we go. What do you guys think? Did it get me pretty good? Cameron Garlic is a forward thinker, dynamic professional who is always at the cutting edge of technology and business innovation. He is deeply passionate about AI, automation, and digital transformation, leveraging these technologies to empower businesses and elevate their operations. Let's see, known for his entrepreneur spirit, he is the brain behind G-Funnel Business, an entity that bends modern technology with a suit business. I can't even read some of these things. Acumen to help the companies navigate the digital era. Cameron is an advocate for continuing learning, regularly immerses himself in latest trends, and stays ahead of the curve. He believes in the power of collaboration and teamwork, fosters. And so again, going through that, does that capture me quite a bit? Kind of captures me a little bit, right? It probably tells about me more than I do, right? So not too bad. So then what you do is you just copy it, right? Copy, grab that, paste it in, boom. Okay, if it doesn't allow me to do it here, right, then all we do is we shorten it. So if it's bringing it in here, it looks like it is tech. Can I continue this? No, it's not. How many words is that? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, maybe 16 words. Okay. So if it's at 16 words, I'm going to come here and I'm going to say, summarize this into 16 words. Let's see if it'll work. Maybe not. It didn't work there. Okay, let's try that again. Let me pull up. We have our prompt. Here we go. Copy this, and I'll just say, summarize this into 16 words, roughly, right? Let's see if it'll work. Nope, there's an error. Okay, so let me regenerate this response. Let me actually do a new chat here. Let me remove my prompts. So, because I have crazy prompts here, and I would do the same thing. Summarize this into 16 words. Boom, boom. You guys follow me on this? You don't have to do this, but it's a way if you're like, I don't know what to say, right? We can do it. This is longer than that. So I would just say this. So I would say this, and I would say Cameron is a tech. So I'd say Cameron Garlic. So we take a look at it, profile, and say Cameron Garlic, right? So now it's Cameron Garlic. Then we can go from there. Passionate with AI. So we can say combining this, accumulate that, Cameron values. So we can say Cameron Garlic values collaboration, diversity, continuing learning. Connect with him to unlock the, let's just say that, okay? And it's still not enough. So I'm just going to do connect with him. Let's just say this is it. Maybe this is a terrible bio for me. Connect with me. Unlock AI's potential for your business. Would that be something good or would it be something different, do you think? Unlock, let's see, connect with me to unlock your true potential as a human. How about that? Why not? Why not go that way? But anyways, whatever it is, again, you're going to create your page, do your quick bio on there, then you're going to create. Okay. From there, what you're going to do, of course, grab your pictures, right? Grab your information. If you're still like, I don't know if this works for me, you're going to copy somebody. You're going to copy, in a sense, who you follow. Copy who you think is awesome. You're gonna build that piece for you. Okay. And I'm going to have my kiddo talking in the background, but you're going to build that piece for you. Whoever you follow, in a sense, get that information. Okay. From there, you can put your information here. So I can put gfunnel, or I can put mrgarlic.com. I have Mr. Garlic, or I can put camerongarlic.com. Okay. You can put your number. I usually put the tracking number. So if you're focusing on your tracking number, put your, or if you're using your tracking number within your lead connector platform, put your tracking number here. Put your information here. So if this is your referral link, put your referral link in here, right? If that's what you're selling, if this is your product list, if that's what you're selling, then put it there, okay? Same thing, my email. Okay, now people can email me. My address, I can put an address down here. I'll just put a PO box. Okay, so now there's a PO box there. Okay, so then I can come in here, open hours. I might be registering it wrong. Because it looks like it's registering maybe as a business page, but I'll adjust it later on. Okay, so let's say we have this, no hours available, open 24/7. I'm going to do open 24/7 because eventually I'm just going to put a chat widget to it that's automation that will now talk to people. So then I can have me as a profile that's there to talk to people. I can post from this and I can do a marketing from this. So it's as if it's an AI system of me and my brain onto this system. Okay. And we'll get into how to integrate the AI for it. Okay. So there we go. I set it up. Let's do a profile picture. Let me see if I have a profile picture. Cameron Garlic. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I might not, so I might have to do it a little bit later. Let's see, Cam Garlic. I should have one. I don't see one. I'm going to skip it, or I'm going to pick just some random person. And then that random person is going to be me. That's me. That looks like me, right? Let's do it. Okay. Yay. That looks like me. Now I'll switch that for my face. Okay. And then we'll come in here and we'll jump into our cover page. We'll do a cover page for us. The best place to get a cover page is this. So if I come in here, I can go to envato.com. Okay. If you're a member of us, you should have access to this. If you guys don't have access, I'm going to share it in the group. I'll end up sharing it for you. Okay. But what Envato is, if you don't know what Envato is, this is a marketplace that has basically anything and everything that you can use on a digital basis, like banners, like flyers, like business cards, video templates, sound card. I mean, tons of different things that you guys can use that are pre-done that you can just edit. Okay. And then what you can do is you can come in here and you can type in Facebook banner. Then you go into graphics. And then you're going to have a bunch of Facebook banners behind here. But the key is to look like or to create authority. That's the key of your banner. Okay. Do you guys have any questions on that so far? I need this for sure. Okay, perfect. I can get you access to it. We pay for it. So we already pay for it. We'll just give you access to it. So that way you don't have to pay for it. Okay. But basically you can come in here and now you can create a awesome looking banner, right? Awesome looking banner for yourself. Okay. Then you can come in here and how it works is you just jump in, you download it. Okay. So let's say I'm focusing on, I'll just do the project is Cameron Garlic. Okay. Is this in my account? It's actually not. It's in our marketing account, but I'll get you guys access to it. So that way you have it. I can get you access to Architect too if you're missing it. Okay. So, but basically how this would work is this. You come in and now you download this thing. Okay. You download it. You with their system, you need Photoshop or one of their tools to be able to edit it. Some of them are in Canva, so you can go into Canva and edit it. Others aren't. So you just go into there and then you edit it. Okay. That being said, let me pull back to the page. Sorry, I pulled up the wrong page. Here we go. You grab your banner and you add your banner. Okay. So let's say this is me. Yay. This is me. I'm going to have Kiddo join us. Hey, kid, come on. Here, let me help you. Come on. Oh, there you go. Hi. You want to say hi to everybody? Okay. So he was busy trying to climb me, so now he can be busy working with us. Okay, kid, now you're with us. You're a worker. Then I would come here. I would pick let's just say this is my banner. Probably it won't work because of the file size or the file type of it. Oh, it did. So now let's say there. Look, that looks legitimate, right? That's me. I'm just kidding. But you go and you put your picture here. Right? Put your background here, put the information of you here. So this way people can come in and people can talk with you. There you go, kiddo. There you go. Drink some water. No, come here. Sorry, give me 1 second. There you go. Is that delicious? That's delicious, huh? Nice and cold. So I work and I am a father as well. So for anyone on our live, I'm a human, okay? But that being said, I come here, right? I can now add action buttons. I can simply say, okay, if somebody wants to sign up for our services, I can then come in here and I can say, well, I want them to sign up through our website, right? Or I can put our exact website, right? I can put setup.gfunnel.com/start. And then I could put my affiliate link in here. Okay. So now let's say this is me. This is not me, of course, obviously, right? But let's just say this is me. I could continue through the whole process, right? Currently, I have 0 followers, right? So currently it's like my following is absolutely nothing. That's okay, right? So we come in, connect your WhatsApp. We can go through that. I'm just going to skip it for now. We can jump in and we can start inviting friends. I'm not going to invite friends yet because obviously I don't look like me. Okay, so I'll build up and look like me, and I'll build up the profile to look more like me too. But the reason that I'm doing this is once this page is rocking, once this page is ready to go, I can start advertising from this page. So now if I'm selling a product, instead of me just being like, hey, I'm going to sell a product. Hey, it's gFunnel. Oh my gosh, that's the coolest thing. Let me tell you 5 secrets of right? And now instead of doing that, I can now advertise right through here. And now it is my face. It is me advertising. And now if I'm saying a company, so I can do like, let's say I pull up a script really quick. Okay. So I'll pull up a script. So let's say this is a script. So like, let's say I'm on here and it's now me, it's talking, it's my face and now it's talking. And let's say the very first thing is this. I say, hey, stop scrolling. And I says, do you need desire, right? Well, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why everybody in your industry is using gFunnel Business, our company, to create and scale their digital products, services, or ideas for their future. Let's say that's my first liner, right? And now I can have a slide that goes to the next section. I can do an ad like this. I can do it's not a canvas. What is it called? It's a carousel. There we go. Carousel ad. I can do a carousel ad and I can have video 1 here. Slides to video 2 here. Slides to video 3 here. Slides to video 4. I'm literally making the person engage by sliding and engage with me while doing an ad. And now if I'm telling them about a product or a service, right, I now am looked at as a referring person, a person that is referring a product, right? My reach is going to be a bit higher, right? What I'm going to do is going to be a bit higher. But here's the cool thing. People start liking and following me. So now if I'm posting things, so let's say I'm posting things. So let's say I come into here, right? And now I'm posting something here. I can go and post one of those messages. I can simply come here and let's say I schedule this, like how many trees, I don't know, like if a tree falls in the wood and there's no one there to hear it, does it really make a sound, right? I can make like I can start creating these different posts that create engagement. And I can start getting people to see these specific posts. As they see these specific posts, they're going to start naturally following me. So now I have a place, no matter what product I ever have to market from. I have a place no matter where I go to, in a sense, serve any product. So now I can say, okay, at one point I'm serving gFunnel. At another point, I'm serving the website design system that I developed, right? At one point, I'm serving my personalized coaching system. Now I'm here to teach you XYZ, right? I can then start selling multiple different products with my name, right? I can now start selling a personal branded, I can be a personal branded salesman for multiple different products and multiple different aspects. That is the power of personalizing your brand, right? And you can take it one step further. We have a lot of tools, right? If you're in our portal, right? If you're in our dashboard, well, you have so many friggin' tools in there, right? You have tools to automate practically anything. You have different ad management tools to run everything, and you have different social media tools to automatically post things. So now let's just say you're like, okay, well, I need to create a sequence of posts to come through, right? A sequence of posts. Well, what do? You come here and you type in. I mean, if you use the Chat GPT, let me see if I can find the correct Chat GPT. We have our own integrated, dedicated one. Let me see if I can find the link for it. Let's see. Too many comments. Let me find it. I can maybe find it. Let me see. Embed. Maybe it's in there. Talking about embedding a tool. Maybe. Nope. Maybe not. Okay. Anyways, I'm not going to show you it because it's not integrated yet. But basically, it's like a Chat GPT, but it's just like having your prompting tools. So if I'm in my prompting tools here, right? All of these, your AIPRM or whatever acronym or whatever it is, it's just like this, but it's more clean, right? It's a lot cleaner than this, right? But technically, I can come here and I can say, create, not the headset kid. Hey. You see everybody? I am daddy, I know. Come on. Okay. Okay. You're going to sit with us. Now you can watch. Nope, no touching. Sorry, guys. This is my Devash. Okay. But I can come in here and now I can create a sequence. So now let's say I say, give 30 engaging Facebook posts. Okay. Let's say I say something like that. Now I can do generic post, right? And I can create just some simple ones, right? Ask your audience to share their favorite summer vacation, right? So now I could write something on that, right? So now I can say, let's say this is it, right? So let's say these are all it. I can simply come in here and I can say, I just come down to the bottom and I can say, create 30 Facebook posts from the following. Let's see if it'll actually do it or if it's keeping them all there. It might be having an error. Let's see. Certainly. There you go. So now it starts creating these posts, right? Take a picture of this, right? Ask your audience this, so they expand it. But basically, you can go down this path and you can create 30, in a sense, posts. You can plug it in the software, right? You can go into Lead Connector and plug it in the software. And now you can get this automated for you. And the key of this is you automate specific posts. Eventually, we can have it automatically boost post or automatically market post. So now as you're doing your lives, where are you going to do your lives? Are you going to do your lives on your personal brand? Or are you going to do your lives on your page, right? Not your personal Facebook account, but are you going to do it on your personal business page? Yeah. And then all you have to do is press the share button and add it to your personal page. And that's as simple as your personal branding. And you can do the same thing with let's say you're utilizing this. I always say, well, create an office for yourself, your friends, your family, right? Like everyone that you speak with. Imagine instead of just advertising and selling a product, imagine people could register into your list. Like let's say your family comes in and you're like, Hey, you're my family, right? Or define yourself. What's your relationship with me? Well, I'm your family member. Okay, perfect. You're my family member. Well, what's your name, your email, your phone number, your address, all of those things. So I can now take care of your birthdays. I can now send you information on holidays. I can now send you all of these things, right? If you build it out as if you're building the machine for you, you organize your life, you organize your brand. How now easy is it to organize your business? Pretty easy, right? So the example would be, again, there's a birthday coming up. So Bobby, let's say it's your birthday, right? Your birthday's coming up. How the frig am I going to remember it? I mean, maybe, right? Or maybe Facebook notifies me, hey, it's your birthday. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Bobby's birthday. Hey Bobby, happy birthday. And now ask yourself, you get all of those things. How many do you truly read? Is it comfortable to say that it's uncomfortable to respond to people? No, I'm kidding. But you know what I'm saying? Like, then you have to go through every post and you're like, well, thank you. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. Great to see you. Because you're getting so many people that you might not even know who the heck they are, but they're saying happy birthday to you. Now imagine this. Imagine instead of me saying a quick little post, happy birthday, Bobby, let's just say, or happy birthday, Drew, or happy birthday, Chris. Imagine now if I send a postcard to you for your birthday, dedicated to you. A postcard in the mail. Who the freak does that anymore? How much does it cost? 30 something cents. So now do you think that me, as a personalized gift, I wouldn't send a postcard to somebody for 30 something cents? That's nothing, right? Because you're building the relationship more than you would by saying, thank you, happy birthday, right? Imagine if I sent a personalized text to you or even a voicemail to you. And I said, Bobby, I wanted to share with you and say, or hope that you have such a happy birthday. Let's say it went right to his voicemail. How awesome would you feel? You'd feel good, right? You'd feel appreciated, right? You'd feel valued, right? You'd feel amazing, right? Well, you know how hard it is to keep track of everybody as you're building. It's hard. It's difficult to do that. Sometimes it can be difficult to do it for your family, let alone your friends, let alone your network, let alone these people. So now imagine you could do that through the same systems. And why I'm saying imagine that is because, here, let me move him. You are so awesome here. Sit on that pillow. Come on. Because it's possible, right? It's possible to automate all of that. And why is it important? Because as you're growing, again, let's say you have 10,000 people following you. And imagine those 10,000 people all have their own birthday, right? Their own personal birthday that is so special to them. And imagine they get a personalized greeting card or birthday card from you. Doesn't matter how big or small or whatever it is. Imagine they get that from you, right? Now ask yourself, if they're ever looking for the business or products or anything that you do and you serve, are they buying it from you? Yeah, right? Now, all of that value and everything that you're building builds onto you. All of the marketing and everything that you're doing builds onto you. And not only does it build onto you, you're no longer selling a product. You're selling yourself, your relationships, your impact, your network. And as you're doing that, as you're building, your entire network is growing, right? And not only are they growing, they are super comfortable with you. They know who you are personally, not just your name. Oh yeah, I met that person. They say, oh yeah, we're really good friends. We're really good friends. I mean, he sends me birthday cards, right? Like, do you guys follow what I'm saying? Do you guys follow it? Right? So do you follow the power of that? Okay. The power of those things. Okay. That's personal branding. Now imagine you send it with your family card. Imagine if you send it, again, all these, like you're saying, it's the little things. Imagine you're doing these little things. Do you think that these business partners and business people that are buying products from you, do you think they care about the company? Do you think they care about the products? Do you think they really care about those things? No, they care about you. That's what they care about. You're the one that impacted them. And through all of my years, hi kid, there you go. Sorry. Through all of my years of selling, what I realized is that people bought me. Although there's a good product and service, right? Although there's good stuff, They bought me. And that's the same thing for you guys. Although you might have the best product and the best service at the end of the day, why are people buying? They're buying you. They're buying who you are. They're buying what you do. They're buying how you serve them. So what I ask you to do on this step, like why I went through this page, is take it one more step. You're not just selling the business, you're selling you. Create a brand for you, right? Of course, create the business brand, but create a brand for you. Create your page, who you are, why you are. Create it so if people are coming in here, right, people can start associating with you. Again, I might have built this wrong, but people can start associating with you, right? And then leverage the resources that a lot of these companies, they give you, right? So like, for instance, us, how do you do this? Well, for anyone who's signed up, you get a free office account. I mean, even this is anyone in the live, right? Anyone in the live, anyone who's signed up, you get a free office account. The office account includes this, the personal stuff, right? All you have to do is sync it with your personal calendar, sync it with your personal email, sync it with your phone number. Use your tracking number though, because I mean, truthfully, you don't want everybody to have your cell phone number. You just don't, right? You just don't. And I mean, I can go deeper into that, but I hope you guys know why you just don't want to give everybody your cell phone number, right? You get some creepers out there. You get some weird people out there. You get some, again, that exists, right? You have to be careful for it. So what you do is you have a tracking number. People contact your tracking number, and how it benefits you is anytime somebody calls you, you have a record of who that person is. You have a record of that phone number. All you have to do is now complete that profile. You complete that profile. Now let's imagine all your friends and everyone's completed. Just, I mean, think about it. They're all completed. All of their birthdays are completed. All their addresses are completed. Their emails are completed. All aspects of what they do are completed. If that were the case, and you were messaging these people maybe on an autopilot, because you don't have enough time in a day to message everybody, but if you were messaging everybody on a kind of an autopilot, right? Being personal, of course, but messaging them when it counts, not just all the time, but when it counts, how do you think people would feel? People would feel as though you're serving them. And as a salesman, as a digital asset manager, as a marketing guru, as a leader, as a whatever the case it is, right? Your job is to serve people, right? So what you do is you utilize your personal brand to serve these people, okay? And that's, again, that's what I wanted to share in this session. This session is based on personalized branding. Can you go deeper? Yes. You can go into all the same channels that you run on a business, you can do on a personalized level. Meaning if I'm running a newsletter, I can also do a personalized newsletter for myself, right? I can put my website on there and say, hey, I'm Cameron Garlick. This is me. Some people they say, well, I don't want people to see me. People already see you. They already know you. You can be as private as you want. People already know it. What's scary is when you're open, because now people don't think, oh, they're hiding it. They're hiding anything. People think that when people are trying to be private and stuff, that they're hiding something, that it's gold, right? That it's something else. But the reality is maybe it's quite the opposite. Maybe you just don't want lunatics to follow you, right? So what I always suggest is do like some of these actors do. If you notice, they have so many people following them. How many of those people actually get on the phone with them? Okay. Why I brought up Channing Tatum. Channing Tatum owns a house in Louisiana, in a specific area in Louisiana. I had the privilege to go up and knock on his door. So I had that privilege to go up there. Was I able to speak with him? No, I was not. Okay, even the number that they had registered for him, I called it because of course, what did I want to do? Hey, I just sold Channing Tatum. That would be the coolest thing in the world, right? I want to do that. But what I realized that even if I went to his front door, I couldn't even reach him. Not that you don't want people to reach you, but the goal is to create that filter, that personal brand. And now people can come through the channels that you decide. And then if they come through the channels that you decide, it creates an authority, as if you're that authority figure. It's not just somebody, oh, I can call them anytime. It's okay. I don't care. It creates a value to who you are. And again, it starts with the way that you sell, the way that you present yourself, the way that you build business, the way that you do everything. And why we want to do this as a personal brand is create that, I wouldn't say filter, but create that system that builds with you, but also helps you filter things out. Also helps you not filter things out, but organize things to you. So this way, maybe you do get somebody that is an amazing business person that needs to speak with you because you are amazing. Everything that you've organized is amazing, because business is organization. That's all it is. It's called an organization because you're organizing processes, right? That's business. So if you're organizing yourself this well, how well can you organize business, right? So anyways, this is the session that I wanted to go over. I can go deeper. I can transition. I can do about anything. Your guys' feedback, it's up to you. If you have questions or if you have anything, where would you want me to take it? If you want me to take it anywhere, is this enough value for you? Is this deep enough for you to get things rocking? What do you guys feel? Anyone in the chat? Tons of value. Okay. Definitely enough to get started. Okay, good. Okay, so now the thing about an action is this. Don't just sit back and take the idea and say, oh, that's a great idea. And then all of a sudden the ADD kicks in and now you're focused on this and you're focused on something. Just do it. Just do it right then, right? Like if you haven't done this with me as I went through, how long did it really take me? I mean, I've been talking and rambling for longer than it took me to create this thing. It takes like 10 seconds, 30 seconds to do. So my suggestion is take the 10 seconds and 30 seconds to do it, right? And then if you're in your dashboard, let's say you're in your portal, your dashboard, and you're like, I only have one account. I need a company account. Request it. There should be a request button. You just say add workspace, and now you have a personal one. So the reason that even in our business side of things, the reason we have 3 of them is we want you to have a personal one for you, right? We want you to have a sales one as you're selling, and we want you to have a company one. And the reason that we want that is because your personal stuff, you have your personal. It could be your family, it could be your follow-ups, could be those things. On your sales, it's you, it's selling, it's your personal relationships, it's your masterminds, it's those things. On your business side, here's the business and the product that you're referring other people to, right? And if you're doing that, again, people are coming through you because they want to buy from you, and you're now you're recommending them products and services. And if you're recommending them products and services, they're a lot higher. The likelihood of them buying is a lot higher than you saying, hey man, I'm here to sell you something. It's the coolest thing in the world. You need it. And now if I'm saying, hey man, I've learned the best software ever. It's this company over here. It's really cool. You need to see it, right? I'm now transitioning over there. So now it's shoulder to shoulder. It's basically like you're touching my shoulder and we're pointing there and saying, that's so cool. That's so cool. It's a lot easier to sell that way than it is, hey man, boom, boom, boom. Hey man, oh, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I don't hate you. You're a sell, right? You alleviate that. You become friends and you focus on something else. And that's this whole process. So, but that being said, yeah, any directions? You want me to dive deeper in this? You want me to dive deeper into setups? You want me to jump into anything? Going from me versus you sales pitch to an advocate for a client. That's the key. So the key is any salesman is an advocate of a client. Like you're there to help serve them. You're not there to sell them. You're not there to fight with them. People don't like confrontation. They don't just naturally, they don't like it. Don't let them like it. It's okay. It doesn't matter, right? Instead, just say, well, guess what? You don't like this, right? And I don't like this, right? But point your finger. I know that's like terrible to do, but it's not, right? It's like, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's their fault. Now you're on the shoulders with them. This is something deeply that Russell Brunson teaches if you follow his teachings. He teaches to throw rocks at the enemy. Go with them and throw rocks at the enemy, right? That's kind of the idea of where you want to position yourself and what a personal page does. It allows you to do that. So now if you market, you can now market and refer to something else. And it's not the company, we need help. If a company's marketing, it almost is like desperate marketing. If you're now marketing and pointing to a company, it's no longer desperate marketing. And a lot of these gurus and stuff try to teach you that, and they'll charge you $17,000 on a course, or $12,000 on a course, or $20,000 on a course that you'll follow a step-by-step course. And really all they're telling you is you need to create a community page. And then when you create a community page, you sell the products through that community page. It's the same idea. Just instead create a branding page. Your community is a great page. It's a community page. People can support, people can run in. That's another good place to do it. Create a branding page too. Community page, your personal branding page, and then go at it to the products, and you'll see that your sales increase. You'll see that your volume increase. And that little $12,000 lesson is now yours at zero cost. So there you go. That being said, anything else? Hopefully that's not too arrogant, but I've went through these courses, like people selling me on like a $20,000 course, and they're like, hey, I'll give you a little thing of it. I'll sell it to you for $5,000 or whatever the case it is. And then you go through it, and then you're just like, dude, all you're telling people to do is build a community page, market through the community page, right? Yeah, it's a secret. It's like, what? People can sell this for $20,000 and they're so gullible that they jump in. It's not a bad thing. People do that. But the reality is I mean, at firsthand, it's better to refer something than it is to sell something direct. So it's better to say, I'm a representative of, right? Excuse me. But it's better to say, instead of like even coming in, I am the CEO of this big old company. And this is what people are like, well, why the hell are you talking to me? Shouldn't you have a salesman to talk to? Is it a big company? Are you sure? But if you're like, hey, I'm the marketing director. Hey, I'm the marketing director. Hey, I'm a marketing manager with this company. What I focus on is I actually help customers like yourself, and I help them find a better, easier path that saves them money and stress to get an outcome. That saves them their pain to get a desire, right? And that's all the sales is. It's transition, energy. It's the magic of pushing somebody over here and directing them. That's all sales is. So that being said, I put this in for about an hour. Hopefully people found some value in this. If you didn't find any value, I'm sorry, you suck. No, I'm kidding. You're awesome. But now the key is go do it. Are you going to go do it? Say yes. Yes, I'm going to go do it. Right? Yes, I'm going to go create a personal brand. Yes, I'm going to go build this stuff. Yes, I'm going to go create the world. Yes. That's what you do. Okay. And if you notice, I'm the same as you. You're the same as me. There's no difference, right? I could be on a throne or you could be on a throne. It's all the same thing. We're people. Okay. So that being said, if there's any personalized questions, I'm going to jump into the other chat, see if there's anything here. So how do I create a coaching, nurture a sales pitch for more sales? So great question. I'll answer that. Do you guys care if I answer that? Is that cool? Facebook? Yeah. Is that cool? I'm going to answer that. Okay. So how you create, so you're wondering how, hopefully it's not too late. It's a little bit late. So let's say you're creating a coaching and sales pitch. So you have to understand pain, desire. Okay. So once you understand their pain and their desire, let's say you put that in a little box. So let's do it really quick. I'll just show you how to draw it out if you're drawing it out versus me giving you a pitch and saying, say this, right? No. I'll just say it. So what you do is you say, here's your pain, okay, and the desire. And you realize that these people, they have a pain and a desire, okay? They have this exists. Regardless if you're there or you're not there, it exists. Okay. The next thing is you have to realize it's like a football field. Imagine you're on a football field. Okay. And imagine you're up against them at first, right? You're up against them. Okay. Well, what are they going to do? They want to go to that touchdown and you want to go to that touchdown. If you go to their end zone, let's just say, right? That's you getting their money. That's you getting their money and in exchange, giving them the value. If they go to your touchdown or your end zone, let's just say, that's them staying in their pain and desire mode and never achieving anything. That's them saying no to you. So now knowing that, they're going to be stuck in a state of pain. They're going to be stuck in a state of desire. They're going to be stuck in those things. You can say ghosted. Yeah, you can say those things. They're going to be stuck in that thing forever until they have an individual that comes and serves them. Okay. So, and it's the same in the past as it's going to be in the present as it is right now. Okay, or sorry, the same in the past, the same in the present, the same in the future. Nothing will change unless you are there to serve them, to help change it. So now that should give you a little bit of passion, right? The passion to help, the persistence to help. You're on, again, going from the 20-yard line, going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, right? But you never give up. So that first you have to understand, I never give up. Okay, you're on a football field. Because again, if you give up, you failed. And not only did you fail yourself, you failed them. Okay. So why I want to hark on that is because once you gain that passion, it's not there. You're not there to sell them. You're there to serve them, but you're there to show them a path of how they can be served. Okay. Now that being said, so now let's say that's understood. Next thing you have to realize is there's going to be levels of trust. Okay. So the levels of trust are going to be, and it's going to go from this. They have to build the trust of your person. Okay. So here's your person. They have to build this trust. So you have to build your trust of your person. They have to build the trust of your product, which in a lot of cases, the product's already done for you, right? It's just who's the right person to give me that product. So they have to your product or service, they have to trust into that. And then lastly, they have to trust into your company. Okay. Now let's kind of go through a quick process of how you would kind of draw this thing out. So now imagine you have, again, this in a sense, you can say river, you can say football field, you can say everything. I'm just going to put a line here. Okay. You have a line here and a line here. So I'm visualizing your sales approach. Okay. You're going to have an intro sequence. Okay. So let's say this is your intro. Okay. Well, now you're going to have a goal here. One of those goals is, let's say down here, it's to do a presentation, what you're going to serve to them. Okay. You're going to have handling objections. Because most everyone should have objections. Objections just shows that they're interested. Okay. Shows that they're interested, but there's just a few things that you need to do to push them to the end of it. Okay. And then you're going to have a close. I'll put the handshake. And I'll just put the close. You're going to have I'll just say conversion. Conversion. That's the easy way. And then from conversion, you're going to have the fulfillment after that. Okay. Okay. Now what you're going to be doing is you're going to have your introduction, right? You're going to have some type of a discovery call here. Discovery. Okay. And this discovery, as you're going through it, it's going to start with open-ended questions. And then it's going to end with close-ended questions. Closed. Okay. Let's just say I'm building a script out. This is how I'd build a script out. Okay. So now what I would do, so again, the discovery, so it's a quick thing. So let's say I'm selling your coaching nurture system. Let's say it's company A. So first thing I need to do is I need to be hitting on my person, my product, and my service throughout this whole call. What's going to be happening is this person is going to be fighting with me. So your goal is to, in a sense, build rapport. What they want to do is they want to take you out of rapport. What that means is they're going to take you this way over and over again. Okay. This way, this way. That is their goal. Their goal is to take you outside of this path all the way. And I'll just keep this going. Okay. All the way down to even past conversion. I mean, heck, it can go into fulfillment. These people can be like, I'm questioning you, right? And you're fulfilling the product. Okay. Their goal, and I'm just going to keep it one side. Okay. Their goal is to keep you here. Well, what do you think your goal is? Your goal is the opposite. Okay. Let's see if I can move this over here. Okay. Your goal is the opposite the whole way through. Okay. Here. And then, if any of you guys have questions at any time, please let me know. Is this a pretty picture? But again, your goal is to bring them back in rapport. So think of these lines as building rapport. Their goal is to take you out of rapport. Your goal is to bring them into rapport. What rapport is basically feeling comfortable with the process. You don't have to talk about random stuff. Like, so Jordan Belfort, he teaches you don't have to talk about the tea in China. That has nothing to do with your product. You ask questions that have to deal with your product. That's how you stay in rapport. Meaning, like, if somebody asks you a question, let's say you ask me a question, right? Like, let's say it's a pricing question, right? If you're asking a pricing question too soon before I even get into any value, I already know that you don't value the time. I already know that. So my rapport is why the time is so important now. It's not like, oh yeah, it's the cheapest price. Who gives a shiz about your cheapest price? Nobody. Okay, nobody even cares about it. They care about their time. So if they're asking like questions like, okay, how much does it cost? If they're asking it right here, they haven't even been in the presentation. They don't care for your time. So you need to explain why your time is so valuable in a way without saying my time is valuable. Nobody cares, right? So now building this presentation. So let's say we have it. Okay. So this very first part, I have to create authority. So if I'm doing an introduction, again, first I have to get the lead, but let's say I get the lead. Okay. The lead comes in. I can say, hey, so my name is Cameron Garlick with GFunnel Business. Okay. I'm one of the senior architects here with GFunnel Business. Okay. I gave myself as a person a little bit of authority. I don't have to say CEO, right? You don't have to say that. You create yourself authority within here. Okay. So now I have to touch on this authority, and this authority for each step. My intro, person, product, company. Hey, my name is Cameron Garlick. We run one of the number one digital asset businesses or digital asset software solutions within a specific. Now I will need to create rapport. Again, they're going to try to push me within, let's say it's a restaurant, within the restaurant space. I gained a little bit of rapport, right? What I'd love to do is ask you a few questions based on your current situation to see how I can best serve you. Do you got a moment? I'm asking for rapport. Open, first close question. I want to get them there. Do you got a moment? Right? Yeah, I got a minute. Whatever. What's up, man? So awesome. So again, what I do, person, product, company. Again, what I do is I'm an architect, and what I help companies like yourself automate processes. So again, let's say I'm doing it for coaching, right? So it's like, what I do, I'm again, whatever that title is of authority, I help individuals like yourself gain the best possible results gain the best possible fitness results by structuring logic, right? By structuring their food programs and their fitness programs. Let me ask you a few questions just to make sure I can help you well enough. Okay. And you just ask them, is it okay? Is it okay if I ask you a few questions? Yes. There's a transition period. So each period has a transition. From there, you're going to jump into your discovery. Come here, kiddo. There you go. You're going to jump into your discovery and you're going to ask some questions. Okay. So you're now going to start poking them a little bit. So you're going to ask them, so let me ask you a few questions. So how long? So if you want, start at close-ended and then go to open-ended. Okay. So how long have you been thinking about getting in better shape? How long have you been thinking about becoming more healthy? How long have you been thinking about this? Oh, well, I've been thinking about it for a few years now. And then jump in. So your focus in here is pain, dream, pain, dream, pain, dream. And what you're going to do is you're going to create an obstacle. Well, you're the solution to overcome that obstacle, meaning your person, your product, and your company is the solution to overcome that obstacle. So now, again, let's say their pain is, yeah, I've been wanting to lose weight for about 10 years now. I just haven't been able to do it. Just say, well, so it seems like you tried quite a few things to lose weight. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've dieted. It didn't work. Like, okay. I've ran on the treadmill. It didn't work. Okay. I've eaten, open. Your goal is open-ended questions. Get them to tell the story. Get them to build rapport within your product. Again, you're a fitness coach, right? Or you're a nutrients coach. You get them to talk about that. So then let's say they're going through and they're talking about that. Okay. Yeah, I've been wanting to lose this. I've been wanting to do that. I've been wanting to do that. I've been wanting to do that. Dive deep. So it is so painful that it's just like, I'm vulnerable. It's painful. And then stop it. And just say, well, What if that was solved? I mean, let's say theoretically you can put a magic wand on it and you can wave it over it. And let's say you lost weight. Let's say you lost all the weight that you desired and you got at your exact goal. Okay. You got at that I mean, what would be your dream? Would it be, to stick with your kids, or what would be your dream? Get them to open up even more. So now they're going to say, well, man, I would have more energy. I would be able to talk to my family. I'd be able to do this. I'd be able to do that. I'd be able to grow. I'd be able to dream, and dream, and dream, and dream. And they'll go on forever about their dreams. Let them talk about their dreams. Let them open up. Let them be vulnerable about their dreams. And then ask them a simple question. Just say, so if I'm understanding this correctly, right, you haven't been able to lose weight. You haven't been able to do all of these things. And if you were able to do all of those things and lose weight, you would have this dream. Is that correct? Am I understanding that correctly? Yeah, you got it right on. You got it right on the dot. Perfect. Well, I would love to help you out. This is what I specialize in. So now what I specialize in is I focus on this, right? I focus on helping people with nutrition, helping people with this, helping people with that. And what we do is we have a specific program that I would love to share with you about that. So let me share with you really quick how it works. So what I do is I analyze your body and I go over this and I go over that. And you now go through this is your presentation, right? You go through your presentation and then you go over your pricing, right? What is your price point? Go over your price point with them, okay? Or get them to the point to ask about your price point. That's another good one. Do you have any questions on what I do? Nope. Do you have any questions on what I do? Meaning, any objections, any objections, any objections, any objections, any objections? No, all the way. Eventually, they're going to ask, well, what's the cost of it? Either you can proceed into the cost or you can have them proceed into the cost. So either way is fine, okay? Then you proceed into the cost. Now, what are they going to do? Here, come on. You're going to kick that. There you go. Now, what they're going to do is they're going to come up with an objection. You're going to have a price point, and let's say it's too high for them. Costs too much. I need to think about it. I need to do whatever it is, right? The reality is you haven't gotten deep enough. You haven't built out your person. They don't trust you. They don't trust your product, and they don't trust your company. And that one of the main things is their pain threshold is not high enough. It's not high enough. So then you say, okay, perfect. So, and just say, let's say I want to think about it. Cool. Be like, amazing. That would be great to think about it. And then you continue, but you don't go a but. Never say but. I want you to think about it, but X. Never say but. Always say and. I want you to think about it. And while you're thinking about it, what I actually want to do is get you started on things. Because obviously you had some pain for quite a while, right? Obviously your desire is this. So you go back to, again, their pain. Their desire. And you're the obstacle to bridge the gap, right? Once you get them to that point, you say, so let's just make it easy. Obviously, you're going to go think about it. Obviously, you're going to do those things. But look, if you're going to go back to the same situation that you're in, experiencing all that pain and never, ever achieving this, don't you think it's at least worth it for yourself to at least try this out? I mean, if you're not going to do it for you, do it for me. And then they'll say, well, why would I do it for you? Right? And just be like, exactly. Why would you do it for me? Well, I wouldn't do it for you. Then you say, perfect. Do it for you. Do it for your kids. What I love to do more than anything is help you get started. If I can help you get started and help you go that way, if I can help you do those things, imagine the outcome. Imagine the smile on your family's face. Imagine these things. Imagine what's going on. Do you think that they would be very happy for you? Well, yeah, I imagine it. They would love you. Not only would they love you, it would be a whole life change. Okay. And if that's your goal, now you do your guarantee. If I can't get you to your goal, right? Because my goal is to get you there. My goal is to make you feel that way. If I can't get you to that goal, okay, just say, again, what is your guarantee? I give you your money back. What is your guarantee? I give you this back. What is your guarantee? I give you this. Simply by doing that transition, it makes them feel comfortable enough to take that first step. If you can get them to take that very first step, again, that's all you need, that very first step. You get them to take that one step, you got a new client. Now ask yourself, can you apply that to anything? Right? Can you apply it to any business? Yep. Can you apply it to any plan? Yep. Does it matter if it's a coach? Nope. Does it matter, again, the product that you're selling? Nope. Doesn't matter. Same process. The goal is person trust, product trust, company trust. The goal. The goal is to bring them back to rapport, back to rapport. If you're handling objections, all you're doing is creating a loop. You loop back to where you need to loop back. You loop back here. You loop back here based on their questions. You take good notes on the questions they ask. You loop back here, right? That's where you're looping back. You loop back, you present. You loop back, you present. Okay, if you need to go further back than this, go here, present. Nope, didn't work. Go here, present. Nope, didn't work. Go here, present. Okay, eventually what's going to end up happening is you're there to serve. They understand your persistence, and you're going to convince them. And once you convince them, it's just it's as simple as bringing them down the path and holding their hand and guiding them through it. That's sales. Okay, that's how sales work. Hopefully that helps you. If you didn't, I'm going to restate that. Jump to about 110 will be your sales, just in case you're not here, sales pattern. Does anyone else have any questions? Bobby, you have any questions? Anyone else? Anyone else in the chats? Nope, 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 nope. Yep, maybe. Nope, all good, love it, cool, awesome. So that being said, I'm going to jump off. Hopefully that session was a good session. We record these sessions. If this is something that you guys want to be a part of, okay, we have a Perception Hackers group. If you want to be a part of this, connect with somebody in our group. You don't have to connect with me. Connect with like Bobby. Connect with one of the people in here. Because again, they're building something and gaining value. I would rather push the value back to them to get them money. Again, if you're jumping in, we have a paid membership. We have those type of things. I'd rather push that money back to the people within this group to help support each other than taking it all myself. I'm not here to just take it all myself. I'm not. I'm here to push back the value for those that are here. And that's what this whole thing is about. So can you send this recording link to the Perception Hacker group? I'd love to review. Yeah, it's live on there too. So it's live. So, but I will do here. Let me do this. So I'm going to stop this one. So we have a stop here. Let me see if it'll stop for me. Stop, stop, stop. So I'm going to say stop here. So there we go. This is this is one of our systems. So we have it all transcribed. Everything is clicked. So we have click, click, click. Every single click's going on. That's one of them that we have recorded. The other ones that we have recorded, I'm just going to show you. And I'll share you guys this. So this way, again, for anyone who's involved, you're going to see some of our recordings. We go in depth on things. And of course, I get my little kiddo in the back because this is how I work. For me, it's I do my very best to make sure my family is included in the work. Sometimes I get preoccupied on things, but my goal is I can work with them here. Okay. But that being said, here we go. I will copy this guy right here. I'll double check. Maybe I recorded it in the wrong channel, but I'll just double check. But let me post this in our Perception Hackers group. And again, just as a final note, when you're building your personal brand, people will hate you. This is normal. Okay. People will hate you. So here's a recording of our Perception Hackers session. Feel free to join. People will hate you. This happens. I get people, again, I do my very best to serve and provide value. I do my very best to give as much as I can. But you still run into the piece that people just hate you. Like I have it all the time. People reach out and they're like, no, you're nothing. Oh, you're this or you're that. This happens while you're building your business. It happens. This is normal. This is natural. This is what people do. What you do is you recognize it, and that's okay. It's okay to have that. And think about it as if they're starting to recognize you and create that negativity around you, you know you're doing something right. You will always have the people that hate you and try to tear you down until you build something massive. And I challenge you to keep pushing forward on that. Keep pushing on your creations, because your creations are bigger than anything else, everything else. I mean, it's bigger than anyone else will ever do, as long as you create it correctly, as long as you stop sitting there saying, oh, I'm going to create, right? And I mean that by like, I'm sad, I don't want to create, tears. That's what I mean it by. If that's what you're feeling, tough up a little bit, just be strong just a little bit and just go at it, right? Go at it and don't worry what other people think, because again, if you only knew how great you are, if you only knew, you wouldn't be sitting there crying. You wouldn't be sitting there worrying. You'd be creating, because you know how great you are. And I'm telling you that you are great. If you're listening to this, you are more than great. More than great. Your perfect process. And if you don't understand from anything that I've taught so far, if you don't understand that you are perfect process, get on a live, get on a video with me. I will explain it down to its very mathematical core of who you are. I will explain it so that way you can open up and say, oh, this is me. And it's like, yeah, time to wake up. You ready? Let's go. Okay. We've been waiting for you, right? If you need, I will shake you. Okay. That's why I'm here. So that being said, hopefully this session was great. If you guys have any questions or anything at all, please reach out. Again, we're doing lives, jumping off, but please reach out. Please message, please comment, please do whatever you need to. I'm here, I'm human, I'm ready to talk. If you're still scared or you're like, oh, well, what's his agenda? My agenda is the same. My agenda is always the same. You are me, I am you. If I create me, I also create you. So why not focus on you? Right? If I focus on you, it automatically focuses back to me. That's my agenda. And if I do that well enough, it automatically brands me, automatically spreads me, automatically does the things of what marketers do. And now I don't have to sit here with my agenda, blah, or what is it? Brain. I was thinking the mice. What is it? Pinky in the Brain. It's all time to take the world, right? Or whatever he says, right? I don't have to sit there and do that. I can simply say, look, if I serve you, you're going to automatically serve me. Simple, right? Now we can get past all of the agendas and say, cool, you know your sector, I know my sector, focus on it. Let's do it. Okay. How easy is that? There's no contention. There's no fight. Now it's like, let's just work and build together. Okay. Done. Right. That being said, I'm going to jump off here. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time, your attention. Thank you so much for being on here. If you need anything at all, just ask. Again, like it says in the Perception Hackers, I'm sharing this in the Perception Hackers, like it says in the banner. And I will pull up this banner so you can see it on the screen. Okay. Like it says, you should be able to see it. I want to make sure we can see it. It's very simple. Ask and it shall be given. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be open unto you. For everyone who asketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be opened. Why the frig do I put that as our banner? To simply say, ask and it should be given. If it's not more obvious than that, and you're still afraid to ask yourself why. What are you afraid of? Come on, just jump in and ask. That's why we're here. Okay. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. If you guys have any questions, I would love to answer them. Thanks so much. We'll see you.